The 3DS has been officially discontinued recently, which marked the end of a great era, in my opinion, since I grew up playing with the system along with the Wii. Now with the 3DS gone along with its huge first-party library, will Nintendo port 3DS titles to the Switch? For me, I'd say yes, but maybe not in the near future since it's barely been discontinued, and I'm pretty sure you can buy some 3DS games at stores. For me, I'd say they'll probably port 3DS titles in 2022 or 2023. That's my guess, but who knows? Maybe they'll port Yoshi's New Island next year. I hope not, but it could maybe be possible. Now before we get into the video, I just want to say that this is my opinion which 3DS games should come to Switch. I know there's a bunch more 3DS games that should be ported to the Switch, but I'll keep it at 5. And these 5 are in no order. The first one is Yokai Watch. The Yokai brand ever since it started in Japan was a huge success, but it has been declining ever since they spread to other locations outside of Japan. I think porting the Yokai Watch series could make them gain lots of people, mostly because the Switch has a much bigger platform than the Switch, and since Yokai Watch 4 is coming soon, it could be a good move to port them to get an audience. But I can see why they don't want to port the Yokai Watch series. That's because Yokai Watch 4 is a reboot, and even though over here we are still in Yokai Watch 3, I'm pretty sure they will not port the series to Switch, and just translate the Yokai Watch 4 for the States. Now on to the next game that I would like to see. And that is Tomodachi Life. For me, I think it should be on Switch because it's a cool bizarre game with memes. You can put your Miis on the island and solve their problems, make them friends with other Miis, stop fights, and help them ask out other Miis. And not to mention that there's absolutely no games that are Mii-based on the Switch. And if this game makes it to Switch, I want Nintendo to juice the odds up for love and making friends, mostly because recently I've been given the POOFIST treatment, of I like a new hat. Now on to the next game. Now these next 3 games are games that I haven't played, but I think they're cool to be in this video. Actually, that's not true, I played a demo of one of these next games. Okay, now the next one is WarioWare Gold. For me, I see Nintendo making a new WarioWare game, but I like this one. I have played the demo and it's really fun and challenging. WarioWare is basically lots of minigames mashed into one game. For me, I could see a port for this to give the WarioWare fans something to do with their thumbs, while they're making a new WarioWare title for the Switch, which will be pretty cool. Now for the final 2. The second to last title that should come is The Legends of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. I put this game in the list because I remember it had an award in 2013. And since Breath of the Wild 2 is coming soon, why not port this game before the game comes out? I mean, it's one of the best Zelda 3DS games. And even if it doesn't come before Breath of the Wild 2, it will still be an awesome, cool port. Now for the final game that should be ported to Switch is Icarus Uprising. I think this should be ported to Switch because I think it will look beautiful in 720p. And apparently the controls of the game are really bad. So a Switch port would definitely fix that since it has 2 sticks. And that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and comment which 3DS game would you want to see. Like if you're cool, subscribe if you're woke.